Okay, guys, we are on board Regent's Seven Seas cruise ship, heading back to Vancouver right now. But let's take you right back to the beginning. Because this is our first time of experiencing a proper cruise ship going out onto sea
for 7 days.
For 7 days, which we didn't know what to expect. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
All we knew we wanted was to head to Alaska.
Yeah, we just wanted to see what Alaska would be
like. The idea of Alaska. Now, as we're talking, we were looking out and just the views.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, for me, that's the first thing that got me. People kept asking me, what was your highlight for the entire trip? And I just kept saying the views.
Yeah.
The views are absolutely 100% incredible. there our 7-day voyage, and it's bon voyage for us tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm sad about it.
But I think they call this love. Oh, I think.
You know, the ocean, we had a really rough ride at sea last night. And we have been flung.
My stomach was just...
There's nothing to be scared about because we found out we're the only ones that were wondering what was going on. Everybody
was normal.
Yeah, you know. But it wasn't like it was crazy, but it was amazing. And then we had an instance where a little boat came right next to the ship, and myself and some other guy were like, pirates.
Pirates were walking around the whole place.
We're walking around the whole ship. I just everybody, all the ladies were just. I said, "Are you worried?" She was like, "So what do we do?" I was like,
"Yeah,
we'll fight him off." You know.
And they were going. I'm just like.
And then we finally found out it was the Canadian police. They have a customer with customs where they onboard the ship with the Canadian pilot to navigate the seas.
Because we're going to Vancouver, in Canada.
So we've left the US. So it happened at the border between the US and Canada on sea.
Unknown to some people.
To us, we're worried. Just imagine in a massive ship and you just see this boat and you see all these pirate movies. Yeah, that's why it's not good to watch this movie because something else happened on this trip that debunked all the movie ideas we get. We'll come to that. But starting the voyage, we were met up by some of the amazing staff members, from the kitchen crew to the concierge to housekeeping.
I mean, amazing.
It's just yes, I know you're paying a lot of money to do this, but I've been to hotels, 5-star hotels that don't give you half as good a service as they've given out.
It's just been, we've been pampered like.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
It's just been incredible.
So what we did, we got on board. We had our own personal stewardess that will help you whatever you want in the room. If you say I want XYZ, every day you come in without having to call, that's what they will refill it. To the point I actually thought that the same one that I left that I didn't open 5 days ago is the same one that was there. I was like, what happened to take this away? My wife was like, no, this is a new one.
This is a new one. Like, they top it up every day.
Every day, whether you take it or not. So the fridge, everything in the room is topped up based on your spec when you came in and said, this is what I like. I like sweets. I like this. I like that. I like mangoes. Every day you come into your room, the fresh mangoes.
Yeah.
Just incredible. So we got on board. We looked around. We went to the pool area. But still, I couldn't walk away from the views. Yeah. As we started sailing, we left Whittier. We sailed from Whittier. We flew from London to Chicago. From Chicago, this crazy wherever to Anchorage, and then we drove an hour plus from Anchorage to Whittier. And from Whittier, we got on board our ship, and then we sailed through the evening into the morning till we got to where did we get to? Sitka, right?
Sitka was the first place, right?
Yeah, Sitka was the first place. We got to Sitka. where we got into quite a lot of. No, we had one full day where we did nothing. The first day.
Yeah, the first day
one we didn't do anything, and then it was the third day. The second day on board sailing that we got off the ship to the town called Sitka. I hope I've pronounced it properly.
Sikta, right?
Yeah, Sitka, yeah. And we went to the museum. We went on some.
We went to
a wildlife
raptor shelter.
Yeah, wildlife shelter. And then we went on some wildlife walk. We did quite a few work in the hiking, but it's mini hiking. Yeah. But listen, one of the things that got us there is you see how you see doves in London. That's how we saw eagles.
Yeah, or birds, just normal
eagles,
birds.
Yeah, just the way you see normal birds. That's how we saw eagles.
It was amazing.
Everywhere, hanging everywhere, like gold eagles, golden eagles. It was incredible. And these things are massive. Oh my God, 8 feet wingspan. It was just incredible to watch these magnificent creatures.
It's just when they fly.
And you know what was so funny? When we got to another town, I remember the guy was like, just look on the street lamps. Yeah, eagles hanging on each one.
It was just.
It just felt
like normal.
I was like nature. This is incredible, you know. And obviously this is the salmon season where they spawn. So they're all coming from places like Washington. They are going upstream to Alaska. So they go up there and they die. So free food for all kinds of wildlife.
Yeah.
So you see eagles picking on them and eating stuff and having fun. It was incredible just seeing those magnificent creatures in the natural habitat.
Yeah.
You know, when we went to one of the raptor center, one of the eagles that was kept in, obviously he couldn't fly because he's hurt his wings, so he can't be let out because it won't survive. It was having a little bit of a face-off with an eagle that built his nest next to his cage. I was like, how rude could you be, man? Come on, like, respect your bro, respect. But it was fun to see these wild, massive creatures with incredible talons.
In their natural habitat, they're not locked up anywhere.
Yeah, it was lovely, really lovely to see. And then the salmon as well. You know, I'll be honest with you, I never knew salmon was that massive. Like, incredible sizes, and just to see so many of them. There was a river we went to, and they said there are over they let out almost 400,000 or 100,000 of them as a rebreeding of the area to allow for more salmons to come through. So it was incredible to see all of this, and this was in Sitka. But for me, what I loved about Sitka was the dog sled.
Oh, was that where we went to the dog sled?
Yeah, Sitka. That's where it was.
No, it was June.
No, it was not. Oh, sorry, it was not Sitka. It was Skagway.
Oh, it was Skagway. That's what I was trying to remember. Skagway.
Okay, so we're still in Sitka, right?
Yeah,
so Sitka, we did the Raptor tour, and we did something else again, the wildlife tour. Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. But we saw quite a lot of.
What did we see in the?
The totems, the totem poles.
Oh yeah, we did the walk.
Yeah, and then we did the walk in the forest as well.
Because they have like rainforest.
And just out of like, I don't know how to describe it. Someone says, yeah, just be careful of bears. I'm like, guys, do you know what you're talking about? We were saying be careful of foxes. Someone is telling you, yeah, be careful of bears. I'm like, are you kidding? Be careful of bears. And I was like, for real? And the guy was like, yeah, if you see bears, don't panic and don't get close. I'm like, where will I be that I'll be so close to a bear? I'm running off in the opposite direction. And then guess what? As we're all being very conscious about bears, you have someone right next to me walking around in the forest with hands in pockets, looking down on the ground and swaying her head. This one right next to me was stood like that in the forest.
I just knew I'll be okay.
And I was thinking,
say don't panic.
Are you hearing that? Bears. Someone saying don't panic. And you believe that?
Try not to panic. That's what they said. So I was trying not to panic. Everybody was panicking before they even saw the bears.
They had good reason to panic. They had good reason to panic, you know. So
it was like, why are you walking alone? Work with people. I'm like, okay.
I will do that naturally because this girl was scaring me. Like I was looking. Gosh. In fact, there was a time we went down to the pond very close to the Raptor Center, and I was looking. It was so windy, and the bushes were closed, and you could see tracks of bears, like where they've gone through. You can tell because the wood is quite soft. So wherever they walk through, you see broken wood, and it follows a certain form that you know something has gone through there. So my senses were just high. Like, I don't want anything walking out from this thing. And but what gave me no offense to anyone here, but what gave me the courage that, I think you'll be okay was, I saw people that were even struggling to walking in the forest alone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, even if they're going to come for anyone, because they're watching you, they're going to come for anyone, I'll be the last person they will pick because they know I'm holding a weapon, my tripod, my camera, everything. So yeah, leave him alone. Let's go for that one, and then let's go for her next or something like that. But I'm just kidding. But anyway, that was
Sitka.
That was Sitka. I went to the main town, lovely view. I just love the backdrop of the mountains on those towns with the waterway. Just incredible. We walked around a little bit, and then we got on our back on our ship, and then we sailed from Sitka through the night again, looking at just some amazing views, the mountain. But before that, we actually stopped at Hubbard Glaciers. Yeah, that was the first place.
We went to Glacier.
Yeah, I remember the first day
was fun.
We went through Hubbard Glaciers. We couldn't go through because of the ice on the water.
Yeah.
So we approached there, and then we returned back and went around it. But just seeing those glaciers, and I see it a lot in movies, I see it a lot in documentaries, but experiencing
just seeing it like
the
with the naked
size
eye.
and everything of it was incredible.
It was just incredible.
And the fact the guy said the glaciers actually move slowly, and it was just incredible to see that whole thing. You could see some helicopters flying above it, so obviously a tall, having like close proximate view to it. It was just incredible. The views, I think for me, what I'll take away with this is the views. The views were absolutely incredible.
I mean, these are things that you see on TV, to be physically there.
Even as we're sailing through right now.
To see it.
Just looking at you're hoping you will see a bear, you will see something. I remember once when I was actually shooting, when we were leaving
Ketchikan or something.
Ketchikan, yeah. I was filming positioning my camera, and suddenly from the side of the ship, I just said, push. It was a whale. Literally a whale. I saw the whale just the last bit as it was about to slam into the water. And I was just like, I froze because I needed to change my lens to capture it properly because of where it was, just to get the proper size. But I just decided to feed my eyes. But later on, I changed my lens, and I got it as it was moving away. It kept popping out of the water with the tail, and then blowing out, and then popping in, then with the tail, and disappeared. There were like 3 of them actually, 3 whales I noticed because of the direction they were coming at. Which was amazing. So next day we went to Skagway. We landed in Skagway. Same thing, amazing view. These towns are all gold towns. They were all built on the gold, finding gold and things like that.
Oh, the gold rush thing.
Yeah. That was just amazing. That's a whole different story.
Oh my goodness.
But that was amazing. But when we got to Skagway, we went for the dog sled thing, and they told us about there's this annual tournament race they do where they race across the ice from hundreds of miles, just you and a couple of dogs. And what the guy described to me, I was like, I can't do that. It's incredible. But what got me was, he said something. He said, were you guys expecting to see huskies? I was like, yeah. And he said, well, that's the myth they give you, or the stories.
That's just kind of like,
that's like TV. That those dogs are not, they can't do much compared to these dogs. That these are the real dogs that are used for dog sledding. They are better, they are faster, they are more agile, they are stronger, they can handle the conditions better. So that was just because it looks nice on TV. And it was incredible to see. And they did like a little practice run for us. We got to even see some of the puppies.
Oh, that was a highlight for me, the puppies.
They were just so adorable. And I felt like taking one home.
Honestly.
Although I don't want one dogs, but Not
They
like I
were
don't like them. It's
adorable.
just the care.
Just carrying them. Oh,
But
my
it was
goodness.
lovely to engage with the dogs and, telling us the story about how he survived some of his races and how these dogs can go on for days without stopping.
Yeah, they just
They
like
they love it.
They live for the races.
for the run on the ice. Once you hatch them, they are ready to go. That you can. He said you can give them all kinds of commands, but one thing they will never do once they are on the sled is stop. They will never stop for you. So they have this thing where they take like a hook and place it into the snow while holding on to the thing while it's moving, and it literally holds the dogs in place. That's the only time they stop. Which was quite incredible to see, and the history of the racing that he mentioned and everything. And we got to the old town as well. Something out of the, it just felt like something out of the movies as well.
Yeah.
Incredible. And then we boarded our ship back again. Anyway, we got back on the ship, and then we sailed away again into the views, into the horizon, into the mountains. Absolutely incredible views again. I can't say anything less about those views. And then the next day we docked at Juneau, which is the capital of Alaska. I never knew. I don't want to say what I thought about Alaska. Before you guys think that I have no clue about history, but I'm just going to keep it there. Juneau is the capital of Alaska, and
they have 300 days of rain.
300, yeah, pretty
rain.
much that rainforest. That surrounds the Alaska forestry area. They've got 300 days of rain. But guess what? Through the time we were there, we got really good sunshine and rain though. But,
it rained a bit.
We got some really lovely sunshine. Juneau was amazing. We got to see glaciers again. We got to see eagles hanging out, hey bro.
And the waterfall.
And then the waterfall. That was amazing. We're told again, be careful of bears as you walk through the hills. I heard that a lot, we
kind of saw like the tracks that the bears had left.
Yeah, where did we see whales?
It was Juneau.
Oh yeah, for the afternoon tour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, yeah, it was Juneau. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was Juneau.
Are you sure it wasn't Ketchikan?
Nope, it wasn't Ketchikan.
Oh, it was Juneau.
It was Juneau. So we
did 2 tours.
Yeah, we did 2 tours that day. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we got on a boat and we went into sea, and we finally got to see whales.
Oh.
Yes, that was the highlight of our.
Do you know? I can't
trip.
remember how we got on the. So we went back.
No, the boss took us to from the mountain.
Oh, from the
waterfall.
From the waterfall,
It took
we
us
went
to the shore, the harbour, where we boarded a smaller boat, and we went into sea, and there were loads of boats there.
Oh, yeah, that's
we were
true.
whale hunting, and we spotted a few of them, and they could remember all their names. How I don't know.
Yeah, they I think they remember their name. They named them based on
their tail.
The
tails. They could tell who was who. So they say they don't tag them because of conservations and stuff. They don't want to disturb them in their ecosystem and all of that. So they try to identify them. Once they take the picture of them, they try to identify them with unique whatever so that they can know who is who.
It was pretty amazing.
They go from there, Alaska, all the way to Hawaii, and then come back again.
The whales, right?
The whales, yeah.
It was pretty amazing to see.
Yeah, it was amazing to see.
Oh my goodness.
I remember when I was trying to capture a picture of one, as soon as it came out of the water, someone asked me, where is it? I don't know why I made that mistake. I left my camera and said, over there. By the time I went back to my camera, it was gone. And I had this idea. I don't know where I got this idea from, and please don't abuse me. But I just thought that whales will go up in the air and wait for you to take a picture of them, then go back in the water.
It's so
they are
quick.
so quick. It's
My goodness.
They just go.
Yeah.
So by the time you see it, before you even take your camera
out and press that,
or even before you press it, they're gone.
Yeah.
So literally, what you have to do is to keep your camera and record and make it as wide as possible, and just be scanning the waters. And then once you see any slight bubbles,
you see like.
Then you know that one is there.
Yeah, one is coming
and
up.
then you can just start doing what you need. So it was interesting to see. We got to see some sea lions as well.
Oh, I took that picture that I took with them on the. They look like these massive giant slugs on the thing, on that pole.
Some were roaring.
Yeah.
Making some loud noises like that.
I didn't get to take the pictures of the whale because it was just too...
I told her to enjoy, and then
I saw them and seeing them like through your naked eyes is
incredible.
Is incredible.
Especially that tail when it goes down in the water.
Oh my goodness.
It's incredible.
It's when they come up and you see their full body and they just go down in. Yeah, that's what they did. Like,
kidding. I felt the same, to be honest with you.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. And it's like, oh, see it there, 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
like,
that's what was going on.
Where is it? Oh my goodness.
That was absolutely incredible. Yeah.
It was incredible. And then when you came back, you saw some as well.
Yeah.
You?
So, I got on the boat and we were heading to Ketchikan. Yeah, Ketchikan. We're on the boat heading, don't mind me if I pronounce that wrong.
Ketchikan.
Yeah, Ketchikan. As we're heading back, I went to film some content for myself at the back of the boat, and there you go, whales, 3 of them, just like that. Nature. I was just blown away watching those things as they were moving. They were so quick, actually. They go up and then, and next thing you're looking where they, and then just down the horizon, you see it again, the tail.
Yeah.
But once the tail goes up,
you know
it
that
means it's diving. So that's what they said to us. They're not coming back up. So you're hoping you just see the blow and then the body.
And we saw the baby whales.
Yeah, we saw one baby whale, which felt like the size of our boats.
Yeah.
Still. So
when they said that was a baby whale, I was like,
yeah.
It was really nice to see them not in somewhere where they're being forced to, come up and down. It was just nice to see them in their natural
habitat.
They were just doing whatever. I was so convinced we would not see whales.
For some reason, I had a feeling that
because she was like, we haven't really seen
much. Yeah.
And I was just like,
all the wild animals like bears, whales, they were like, they're not much. People haven't really seen.
Yeah.
I mean, so. But then,
just to manage the expectation.
I was like, okay, maybe I wouldn't see them.
So I was telling him, like, we're not going to see any whales today.
But that was in, Wales was in Juneau.
Juneau, yeah.
Yeah, so in Ketchikan, we got off our boats, took another boat, and went into the sea to an island called Neat. And that's where we saw bears.
Bears. Oh, that was amazing. They took us
bears.
to where they actually reside.
Yeah. And we saw a family, a mother and her cub.
Yeah.
And then one Lone Ranger.
And then we saw quite a few of them up the mountain.
Yeah.
We saw them.
It was just incredible to see them. And then they told us something about how they feed on salmon, because we noticed that they'll catch the salmon and then they throw it away.
Back into the
water. I was thinking, this is free feeding. What's going on here? They said no, they don't eat male salmon. They eat female salmon because of the eggs and the brain. So once they catch one and they realize it's male, they let it go, and then the birds are hanging around there to feed on.
Yeah, and there were eagles there as well.
We counted close to 9 eagles in one small space.
They were
black,
just chilling.
black, bald head and
the
bald.
Okay.
And bald eagles, but we saw quite a lot more bald eagles, because bald eagles are the fishers. They're the
they're the ones that
hunt on water and stuff.
But
whereas
the brown ones,
the golden eagle, is the raptor, the real raptor. He's the one that hunts like animals, like little squirrels, hunts whatever, creeping, crawling, walking around.
But the bald eagles, they feed on mostly salmon
and fish. So they see on water. They both see really nice, but their bodies are structured differently for the different things that they kind of do. So, and then we started sailing back to.
And we saw some sea lions as well. We saw
We saw a few. We saw a few of them, and they are very shy animals. Once they realize that people are popping a lot at them, they just.
And they seem lazy, didn't they? The ones that...
All the animals here seem quite lazy because
the food is
access
just there.
the access to food is incredible. Salmon. Anyway, nobody's ever said that the world is running out of salmon. If anybody ever tells you that, don't believe them. Where salmon are just... We saw so much salmon. My eyes were hurting. There was a water that looked like it was black. It was actually salmon.
Yeah.
That's how crazy, a massive whatever. But anyway... we're now sailing back to Vancouver, and we have ended
Was Klitschko the last one?
Yeah, Klitschko was the last one yesterday.
It felt like we did. but obviously the walks were kind of long.
Yeah,
to get to where
we needed to get to. I feel like we did quite a lot. Yeah, but we enjoyed every single bit of it. We're heading back to Vancouver. We intend to explore Vancouver a little bit, even if it was just like 2-3 hours before we head back to the airport and then head on our flight back to London. But yeah, we kind of had a great time.
Yeah,
it was not what we're expecting. Also, Regent 7 Seas cruises. I mean, as we said earlier,
we were pampered.
This has been an incredible trip. Even though I came to do a bit of work and stuff like that, but I kind of had a great time. Yeah. So I can imagine if you are coming in here just to chill and relax. You know, the view from the balcony into what I'm looking at right now. It's
and everybody that we've met, they really enjoyed themselves as well. Like families, young teenagers,
and then we had the show at the end.
And then we had the show at the end.
Where that was so amazing. Where all the staff, the cooks, everybody performed. Oh my god! It was incredible.
Talk about multi-talented.
Yeah. So you see, next time you see your chef on board, or you see the stewards on board serving, that's an amazing singer, or dancer, or a musician, or something.
They really did a great job.
I really loved it. So we're heading to So we're heading to Vancouver now, and that's it from us.